Hello, and welcome to this session. Learning Outcome LO4. Understand how employment can be terminated. Today, we will learn what happens when an employment relationship ends. Understanding the methods and legal frameworks of termination is essential for ensuring compliance, protecting the rights of both employers and employees, and minimizing disputes. We will explore the different ways employment can be lawfully terminated, including notice periods, redundancy, resignation, dismissal, and the role of employment and discrimination law in these processes. Termination by mutual consent involves both parties agreeing to end the employment relationship. This is often formalized through a settlement agreement. Terms may include severance pay and confidentiality clauses. Mutual consent ensures a smooth transition. It's a preferred method when both parties want an amicable separation. Resignation is initiated by the employee, typically with written notice. Employees must comply with the notice period in their contract. Immediate resignation can lead to legal or financial issues. Employers must issue a final paycheck and settle entitlements. Providing a reference is also an obligation if requested. Dismissal is initiated by the employer due to employee actions or performance. Fair dismissal requires valid reasons and a fair process. Unfair dismissal occurs without valid reasons or proper procedure. Wrongful dismissal involves breach of contract by the employer. Constructive dismissal is when the employee resigns due to employer breach. Redundancy occurs when a role is no longer needed due to changes. Legal requirements include consultation and fair selection criteria. Employees with 2 years of service are entitled to redundancy pay. Notice periods and final settlements must be honored. Offering alternative roles is encouraged where possible. Retirement happens when an employee leaves due to age or choice. Policies must not be discriminatory. Employers cannot enforce retirement age without justification. Proper planning ensures a smooth transition for retirees. Retirement should respect the employee's rights and choices. The Employment Rights Act protects against unfair dismissal. It also ensures statutory redundancy pay. The Equality Act prohibits discrimination during termination. The ACAS Code provides guidance on fair procedures. Non-compliance can lead to increased compensation awards. Employees are entitled to notice as per their contract or statutory minimums. Final pay includes outstanding wages and bonuses. Redundancy pay depends on service length, age, and weekly pay. Employees can appeal dismissals they find unfair. Knowing rights is crucial for protection. A fair process involves investigations and hearings before dismissal. Consultation is required for large redundancies. Settlement agreements end employment amicably. Claims of unfair dismissal can lead to tribunal cases. Employers must maintain fair practices to avoid disputes. Improper termination can lead to tribunal claims. Compensation awards cover financial and emotional harm. Employers risk damaging their reputation. Legal fees and settlements can be costly. Proper adherence to procedures is essential to avoid these consequences. To claim unfair dismissal, employees need 2 years of continuous service. Exceptions include discrimination or health concerns. The claimant must be classified as an employee. Claims must be submitted within 3 months of dismissal. The dismissal must lack a fair reason. Wrongful dismissal involves breach of contract by the employer. Lack of notice is a common issue. Employees must not have grounds for repudiation. Examples include failing to pay notice pay. Employers must honor notice periods to avoid claims. Wrongful dismissal is about contractual rights, while unfair dismissal concerns statutory rights. No minimum period is needed for wrongful dismissal. Unfair dismissal requires 2 years of employment. Remedies differ, focusing on notice, pay, or compensation. Understanding these differences is crucial for claims. Notice periods are express terms in contracts. Statutory minimums apply if not specified. Employers must honor these unless there's gross misconduct. Employees can agree to longer periods. Breach of notice periods can lead to claims. Constructive dismissal occurs when the employee resigns due to employer breach. Significant breaches include non-payment or harassment. Employees may claim unfair dismissal. The breach must be serious and justified. Employers should avoid actions leading to such claims. Employees can lodge a claim with a tribunal for wrongful dismissal. Negotiating a settlement agreement is another option. Compensation is limited to losses from the breach. Unfair dismissal cases may offer additional remedies. Understanding legal options is vital for employees. Fair dismissal must be based on legally recognized grounds. Capability, conduct, and redundancy are common reasons. Illegality and some other substantial reason also apply. Employers must follow fair procedures. Proper documentation is key to compliance. Capability involves lack of skills or health issues. Conduct includes inappropriate behavior or misconduct. Redundancy is due to workforce reduction needs. Illegality occurs when employment breaches legal restrictions. Some other substantial reason covers significant, justified cases. Procedural fairness involves thorough investigation. Employees must be informed of dismissal reasons. They should have the opportunity to respond. An appeal process should be available. Employers must ensure fair procedures to avoid disputes. Employment can end through mutual consent, resignation, or dismissal. Each method has specific legal and procedural requirements. Proper adherence ensures compliance with employment laws. Employers must respect employee rights. Understanding these methods fosters a fair relationship. In conclusion, employment termination must adhere to both legal and contractual obligations to ensure organizational compliance. It is imperative to uphold fairness and respect the rights of employees throughout the process. Additionally, a thorough understanding of termination methods and ethical frameworks supports the adoption of principled and transparent practices within the workplace. Have questions? Drop us a WhatsApp message at 0748436168 and a team member will get back to you promptly. See you at the next session!